Welcome to Board Ghost, a story podcast with games as the engine.
If living is a highway, then heaven is a bus stop. Been waiting for a minute there, or has it been forever? 'Cause dying don't agree with me, no. Dying don't agree with me, no. All you board ghosts, come with me, we're going home.
We believe you're out there, hungry for stories, for shared experience. We can't see you, can't hear you, and yet we will play for you. This night's offering is Ribbon Drive, a collaborative storytelling game from Buried Without Ceremony. Our players tonight,
Brian.
and
Hey everybody, here's Ken Breeze.
I'm John. So we're going to roll into this game, which is about road trips and getting into your future and what drives you. So we're switching now to Brian's track, which is The Worth of Mirth mixtape. Brian, do you have anything to say about this mix before we hop into it?
It's kind of themed, you know, and you'll hear similar themes within it.
So we'll let it speak for itself.
Kind of, yeah. See if you get it.
And here is the first track on The Worth of Mirth, Brian's track from Lewis and Clark, Before It Breaks You. You're going to notice that there are some gaps in this recording, some pauses. Some of it's there for dramatic effect, but a lot of it's there because this is a real-time edit. To best experience this episode, I'd recommend listening to the playlist that accompanies it. So you can generate Brian's playlist using the list of tracks on our website, or you can go to the closest approximation we made on Spotify and play it there. So I'm going to cue you to play his Worth of Mirth mix. I'm going to count down from 3, and when I say play, hit play on the playlist, and it should all sync up. 3, 2, 1, play. Previously on Ribbon Drive,
We're on our way to a funeral. Yeah, which is,
Yeah, well, this is the first time you've been in a car since that fateful night.
yeah.
one of us could have been the one in the car who was maybe dating or maybe not. Maybe one of us other people. Let's say it was a group of friends in high school, and they've all kind of moved their separate ways.
Yeah.
And the three of us are road tripping back to the hometown because one of our friends group has passed.
And it's been a long time, and they've become different people since that time.
I like that, old friends coming back together and relearning or reconnecting, as the case may be. And we went to high school together.
You know, we're that group who said, hey, no matter what happens, we're going to get together in 20 years.
I like that.
But it's like a pact.
Or whatever. Yeah, it's a
and
pact.
it's
exactly.
honoring this person who died as part of that pact.
Mm-hmm. I have this romantic idea with a longshoreman in Portland.
Portland, Maine. Brian's character might have the most connection to the old life, as it were.
That's
Right.
what I'm thinking.
I'm thinking my character ran away to the West Coast.
Brian, you live the closest to
Yeah.
where we were, and me and Ken flew in, and now we're in a rental or in your car going to this old hometown. It's like late November, early December.
Yeah. Before the snow.
Yeah, but cold enough that it smells like snow.
Yeah.
The leaves are starting to fall. We grew up in a rural town in like the Berkshires or something,
Yeah,
whether
maybe
it's like just like northern New York or
Yeah,
so we're driving sort of across Vermont, New Hampshire into northern New York,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yes.
Crossing the mountains a little bit.
So it is Brian's character's car then.
Let's just say it's a Vanagon of some
The
sort.
van. Yeah.
Who's the missing person that we're going to this reunion or this pact for?
Francine.
Flutterman.
We called her France for short, Francie for short. Fancy Francie.
Want to say that we were childhood friends, that we went to grade school or daycare or something like that.
So you guys like
together.
totally grew up
Yes.
together.
Yes.
I'll say I was the driver of the car. And I'll say that I had feelings for Francie. I had moved into town kind of like midway through high school and was later to your guys' group of friends.
I had I was on again, off again relationship with her. And it was definitely an off-again period when this thing happened.
All right. So you were on a break.
Yeah, or might have been the last break. Trent Smith is the stoic and silent type. He's a bit of romantic, but can be an alcoholic from time to time. Has room for humor, but really likes to keep it real. My futures are to love someone again, and that I want to see the West Coast, because I never have before.
Kyle Fisk, surfer and part owner of a vape shop. He is very personable. He's got great coordination. He has a hidden life. His futures are that he wants to come out to the group, and he will put a garland of seashells that he's been collecting on Francie's grave.
My character is Chris Robles. So my traits: big city guy, hidden crimes, and pretending I'm fine. His future is I'll get back behind the wheel one more time. That's one future. And I'll prove my worth to the group. Chris and Kyle got picked up at the airport by Trent in his Vanagon. They drove from Maine west towards North New York. Along the way, they stopped for some chowder, had a fender bender, talked about women, work, and they skirted around the reason they're going to their high school hometown. A pact they made with a friend who died in a car wreck. It got dark on the road and they pulled into a motel. They drank a bunch, did some drugs, and basically partied through the night. We're picking up that morning after.
I feel like today is a much sunnier day than the previous day.
But it's also a little colder as we get to them towards we can start to see the Berkshires and the mountains.
Very cold, crisp. I'm laying down in the back seat and light is coming through the trees as it's dappling my face as we're driving down the road and the trees are going by. And I feel calm, even though I feel really sick.
Yeah. And I'm back at it behind the wheel. But I'm reflecting on a lot. And I asked Chris if he wants to take the wheel in a little bit. As I would need some rest and see if he really wants to take the wheel, even though I have my doubts. And then I start thinking about everything that happened in the past.
So you ask that if I want to ride?
And I asked, Chris, do you blame yourself?
I mean, for what?
You know what?
I mean, come on. Obviously, like, we were young. It was an accident. Like, I mean, yeah. No, I mean, why would I blame myself, right? I kind of turn my head and look out the window, and I am pretending that I'm fine, which activates my pretending I'm fine trait. But yeah, I'll take the wheel if you really want a hand. Like, you look pretty beat.
Yeah. I mean,
you've been driving us this
I
whole
probably
time.
wouldn't have asked you this many years ago, but I've done a lot of soul searching, you would say, and in some ways definitely have got over even you and what you went through and what you may have done. I don't know. Sorry, I don't mean to phrase it like that. But, I've definitely let the past behind me in some ways, but some ways I haven't.
Well, look, just pull over for a second.
All right.
And I crack open the door and just throw up on the side of the road. Just like I'm dry heaving.
None of us are all right. Am I the only one in this car that's all right?
All right is a very tough state to be. We're all to blame.
Are we?
Yeah. I was really mad at you two for a long time. She shouldn't have been in that car. She should have been with you, Trent. She shouldn't have been with you. She should have been with me. It's what our parents wanted.
Really? I never knew.
Well, I never wanted to be with her. 'Cause I don't... I'm not wired that way. So she hung out with you. And when it didn't work out, she got in that car with this jabroni.
Like, man, I was just giving her a ride.
Yeah.
I mean, it was her idea.
It could have happened to any of us, I guess. I don't know. I mean, shoot. Now we're talking about it. We're finally talking about it.
I mean, she was the one who called me. She wanted to talk. Probably talk about you.
We were done. I mean, it was over. My only regret is not being kind or trying to hold on to whatever friendship we had left before that night.
Look, it
I
was...
don't know. I mean,
she wasn't over it. I'll tell you that.
yeah. I know. It's just... For me, sometimes it's just hard to phrase the right thing to the right person at the right time. So I usually just hold on to these words until they blow up and they come off harsh and crass and they bite, you know?
Chris, if you're going to drive, I think now's the time to do it. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to be up for it again.
Yeah, man, if you guys need... I think I can boot and rally. I got it.
All right?
Yeah.
You got it all out of your system?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Well, that coffee was bad, so...
The worst.
All right.
All right, guys, I'm gonna... All right. Is this some... Wait, this is a standard?
Kyle leverages himself up in the back seat. Oh. All right. What? You don't know how to drive manual?
No?
I can figure it out. It'll be fine.
Oh, my God. Well, she's...
You can't even drive a
Kyle, you think you could jump in here or what? I don't... Now he doesn't even know how to drive manual, let alone want to give him the wheel.
I could do it. I'll figure it out.
All right. Well, she's running fine right now, so I'm just going to keep her on.
All right.
And we're going to switch seats. All right?
All right. So I walk out and around.
Yeah.
I get
and I just jump over.
Yeah, you just hop over.
And get into the passenger side.
So I'm like, all right, that one's the brake, that one's the gas.
Clutch.
That's the
clutch.
Oh, there's the clutch. Shit.
Yes.
Wait, which one's... That's the clutch and not the brake,
Yeah,
right?
well, it's a van, so, I mean, you gotta finagle some things around within...
Okay, so I get going, and it's just like grinding out. Just like...
It's all about the feel. You have to feel the pressure with
So
your
we
feet.
kind of like start. It's not good for your stomach.
Throw up.
All right, wait, no, wait. All right. Let's take it one step at a time while we switch our gears. All right, ready? All right.
Okay, so I get her going.
Mm-hmm.
First gear, all right. Second gear,
Come on.
we stall out.
What?
And
You
just
did the
kind of
hardest part already. Getting from stop to first. That's the hardest part.
All right, so I get going again. All right. First,
Yes.
second,
All right.
we're going.
Come on, buddy, you got this.
We're going.
We're
Yeah.
in third. All right.
I'm
great.
driving, both hands in the air.
With the wheel.
I'm patting you on the back. You're doing it. You're doing it.
All right. How's it feel?
It's been a little while. It's easier than I thought it would be.
Don't get complacent.
All right. Well, we're gonna need you. I mean, I could jump back on in a few hours or so. I just need
All right.
to
Well,
rest
we just
my
got to get
eyes.
over the mountains, right? To
Yeah.
town.
Yeah.
All right. So I am back behind the wheel
I lie back down.
one more time.
I don't know. You think that she's happy how much she's influenced us?
Yeah. Well, it shows how powerful she was to each and every one of us. And who knows who anybody else. I mean, it's been so long. And I mean, it's a rare treat to experience somebody that, what, she's been, how long has she been? 10 years?
Yeah.
Yep.
10 years.
You know, she taught me how to.
I've done more in those years before these past 10 years than I ever did then. I don't.
Well, I mean,
I
just
gotta
the
do something in my life. I don't know.
just the fact that we're here. I mean, that's her. It's her.
true.
This was her idea.
Yeah.
That's true. That's what I told myself, is that I was coming for her. I didn't really look forward to being back here. But I think maybe I did come on my own terms. You're driving, man. You're driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
And just as that, I switch from second to third, and it grinds out again.
Well,
I mean, it's going still, right? And I look back. I look over at you, smiling, like, huh?
yes. You're doing fine. Trying to be so encouraging as I can be.
When obviously your car is being like stripped.
Right.
The gears are getting messed up.
But
All right, so I look at the road ahead. The sun is like ahead of us from like just over these mountains. And there's some clouds, but I'm feeling good. I have a machine beneath me again. And it's seen.
We're nearing the summit, as indeed the sun is sinking into the west. What's the name of the summit?
This is Mount Fisk.
That's my last name.
Washington.
Yeah, well, Mount Washington
Mount
is a real
Washington.
topic. Mount Rainier.
Rainier. That's
Yeah.
on the west coast.
So we don't know the name of this mountain, guys.
we
Like, how
don't.
long have we lived here?
I don't know.
But whatever. Like, I've navigated the winding road so far. It's all downhill from here.
My favorite part. It's like
So
a
is
roller
there-
coaster.
Is there like a way to coast in neutral? Does that sound like, am I making that up?
I don't know.
You
I
are not
mean,
making that up. That is
Okay.
something that can happen.
So guys, I'm gonna try this.
Let's see.
As we start to go downhill, I'm gonna be
if you-
coasting in
All
neutral.
right, just watch those brakes.
If you ruin my car, man.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer I can support the healing that's happening.
Yeah. All right. Well.
All right, I go for a while. There's like a backup of trucks anyways behind us going down. And so I pull onto one of those like brakes that they have on mountains.
Yeah.
And take a breather, look out over the wooded mountain range. Yeah. Step out of the car a little bit, stretch. It's pretty cold up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, it looks like there's some recent snow that may have fallen because we're kind of close to the peak.
So I go pick up one of my thicker, more burlier coats and throw that on myself. And you guys.
I put my suit jacket on. I'm cold. I did not dress properly.
I have one of those almost like sort of not flannel per se, but they almost look like patchwork, sort of like hoodies from like Tijuana, Mexico. So I'm wearing one of those.
And look at this ragtag group and
so we're watching the sunset behind the trees and mountains.
And there's this Asian couple up there.
They pull up as well.
Yeah, they're pretty old. They're out taking. They want to take a photo, so they asked us to take a photo of them, and trying to work their finagled camera, and I don't know how to use it, so I just give it to one of you guys. And
I'm talking with them, and I say, "Okay, we'll take a photo of you, but you have to take a photo of us."
All right.
Yeah, and I'll hand. So we'll take the photo of them, and I'll hand them my phone to take a photo of us.
Yeah.
I stand in between both of you and put my arms around both of your shoulders, even though Trent stands a little bit taller than I do.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about Chris. Maybe about the same height.
About the same height, yeah, I'd say.
And I'm pretty stoic within my demeanor, not giving any smile. As much as I am with these guys I haven't seen for a long time.
And I
Just
grin wryly. Just kind of
Yeah.
smile. Not big, but...
I give a very winning smile, almost like it's painted on my face. It's been...
Yeah. And this photo is now taken, and the sun is now still setting over the ridge. We just stand there in silence for a bit.
And I realized that they took video. So, scene. So, Kyle's driving now.
Kyle's driving. Cool.
Yeah. And we're winding our way down this mountain the rest of the way.
Yeah, he seems very comfortable driving down the mountain. There are mountains near the beach he lives in, so he's driving up on the mountains. He tells you many of his friends have cabins that are up on flats in the mountains without any power or water that he visits, and they're growers or farmers or just, people living off the land. And he sort of tells you about the wild sort of folks that he's met in the California hills.
And I ask, growers of what?
Weed, man.
Yeah, it's becoming, starting to become legal in places. Legal in California yet?
It is. Yeah, it's basically legal.
Probably medically, right? Yeah.
It's basically.
But yeah, they're not fighting it
A
anymore.
lot of people making a lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of Chinese mafia, Russian mafia can get weird.
You just got to know how to navigate it, really. Yeah.
Mexican cartels. Yeah.
Well,
I try and stay away from that stuff.
Yeah, well, I definitely won't touch that. But if I ever make it out there, which I might, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out I don't know. I have everything I have in this car. I can leave if I want to.
Well.
And you're driving west, man.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I've had a pretty good life with this longshoreman stuff, whatever. But I don't know.
Well, you can always see how you like it and come back to being a longshoreman.
I could, yeah.
I got a hammock with your name on it, buddy.
I just haven't taken any risks like this. I don't know. 10 years it's been? 10 years. Man, I haven't done much. Shit.
I don't know, Trent. You're probably one of the most stand-up guys I've ever met. Who the fuck stops to help someone with a flat tire?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, you were the one, like, slicing people's tires back in school.
Yeah, I was. Well, there's a lot of assholes out there, and it's either you stay an asshole or you fight the other assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to be there soon, I think. We'll head right to the cemetery, yeah?
Yeah, we want to get there before dusk.
We
But,
I didn't bring any candles. Did you guys bring candles?
No, man. I mean,
Well, maybe Patty has some. She's always got extra stuff, right?
maybe.
She did back in high school.
yeah. Have you like, have they talked about us or about her since when you were visiting?
Well, I saw them here or there, but I mean, they feel sorry for me. They don't really talk about you too much. Maybe, I don't know if they're disappointed or angry, because I know you, but they don't know you as well, and they might even think that's your fault. I should think I thought it was your fault. I don't know. I mean, but you know, they have their own weird way of figuring it out.
A lot of them have kids.
Yeah.
It's understandable that someone would see their child and to have a new take on what happened.
Yeah. I wonder how many are out there now. I don't know. I don't have any kids, so it's always so weird running into some.
We're the three who don't, right? We're the three who left.
Yeah.
I don't think Francie would have had kids.
You think?
The way she talked about it, man, she was almost gone from that town.
Yeah.
But who were we then? She could have changed. We never found out. I
Yeah.
changed. You changed, I guess. I don't know.
Man, I wish I had. Maybe.
I didn't know you were so obsessed with money like you are now, but
You know, it's something to focus on.
yeah, there's still points in me where I think about if we got together for a final time or something. Maybe figured out those questions. Been quite curious. But I went through all of this. I don't want to go through too much of it again. We're building this thing up, man. I don't want to.
It's been building for 10 years.
I don't want to talk about this. I just want to be silent. It's good to see you guys.
Scene.
Yeah.
What's our next scene?
Um.
Outskirts of town?
Yeah, we're getting pretty close. Like it's a couple exits away.
All right.
I seem really nervous. Like I'm sweating, obviously, and just sort of like fidgeting as I'm driving. Like I'm sort of like my hands on 2 and 10 continue to sort of like squeak back and forth, like wiping my palms on my pants.
Yeah.
So we're about an exit away, and I look over, and that's where it happened.
I pull over there.
Can we not pull over here, guys?
This? Here? Why?
I take out a garland of seashells and I throw them out the window into the ditch. And I peel away. Seemed right.
And
that's all. That's the only place they belong, right?
yeah. And
not gonna do much good to anybody.
Yeah. And I just stand there silently and wrapped in my own nonsense, and the sky is dark and it's clear. And we see a shooting star. And we all notice it. And we just sit there and take in that moment, feeling like she was just there.
Guys, she was the only one I ever told I was gay. And I guess now I tell you.
Well, finally.
I can't believe you just said that.
I don't say it that much, but kind of always figured.
Really?
I mean, I thought... Really? I mean, I thought you guys were so close. I thought it was like Trent and Kyle and Francie, like the triangle. I thought there was like tension on...
You thought that?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Is that how we came off, I guess? I don't know. It's hard to be good friends with people and someone not getting the wrong impression, but I always knew of him, and you always thought, well...
I thought you both were kind of both on again, off again with Francie.
She was my best friend.
Mine too.
I don't know what I'm doing back here. What is this for?
Wait. Alright, let's get back in the car and I need to make a stop.
So we pulled into the exit for town now.
Yeah, and now we're driving in town. And I asked you to stop at this one store. It's just a clothing store. But 2 stores down, it's a liquor store. And I don't go into either of those stores. And I go straight for the liquor store. And I just asked you to park in front of the clothing store.
So you can go to the liquor store?
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing here, man? What's this about?
I need to take the edge off, man. I'm sorry.
All right. Get enough for everybody.
See if they have candles.
All right.
Just like Mrs. Steinman said, if you're gonna bring enough for yourself, you got to bring enough for the whole class.
Mrs. Steiner. Wow. It's a name I haven't heard for a while. All right.
So you get like 3 decent sized bottles.
Yeah.
And we hop back in the car. And they had some birthday candles.
Yeah.
They have birthday candles. They have like, they don't have any like straight up candles. They just have numbers.
Yeah.
So we have like 2s and 5s and stuff like that. 8s.
Yeah. So we head our way.
We're heading towards the cemetery.
We head back.
But
we head to the cemetery. And
on our way there, we pass by the high school. Or what used to be the high school. Now they've converted it into a library. It's closed.
Yeah.
But guys, pull in. Pull in here.
Why? Wait, why?
Pull in here. We need to stop here.
Okay.
What are you planning, man?
Well, turn off the lights then if you're going to do that.
All right. So, who's driving right now? So Kyle. So Kyle kills the lights and coaxed us into the parking lot of this high school that's now a library.
Yeah.
And I hop out of the car and go up to one of the side doors and try it. And it's not opening. It's locked. So I wrap my jacket around my arm and elbow out the window.
What are you doing, dude?
So I elbow out the window and I'm like, bring that whiskey, and reach in and open the door from the inside.
I look at you and I look at Trent and I sort of give like a thrilled smile, though sort of also like I don't know what's going on right now. Sort of shrug and get out of the car and go and bring the bottle.
All right, man. All right, we're reliving the bad old days. All right.
What are you doing? What's going on?
I need to see if it's still like I remember.
All right.
And so we get inside and they've hollowed it out to make room for the stacks and stacks of books. So it's the frame, the exterior looks like our old high school, but the interior is this 2-story balconied style library now.
I don't know, man. What a great metaphor. It's not the same. Nothing is the same, Chris.
So I just take some of the whiskey and swig it.
Well, if we get in trouble, I better be shit-faced, so give it over here.
And so as you're talking about trouble, lights pass through outside, and we start to see some blue and reds.
Oh.
I say, it's the fuzz, cheese it.
Well, all right. Well, let's go out the back way and then wrap ourselves around so we don't go out the door that we came in. And make sure, did you wipe down the door? Didn't touch any of the door with your hand, fingerprints or anything like that?
I probably did. This is probably local cops. We probably grew up with these guys.
Well, you're paying any fine. You have the money too anyway. So let's scoot. Let's scram.
Yeah, we'll see if that's even possible.
Here, here, I'll hold the bottle. Let's run. Let's just get out of here.
All right. Well, wait, guys, here. I know what to do. I'm going to leverage my hidden crimes trait and figure a way to get us out of here.
All right.
So here's what we're going to do. You are going to... I splash some of the whiskey on you.
What?
Right?
What the fuck? Come on.
These guys probably remember you and know who you are. Right? You go talk to them. Me and Kyle are going to go
Then I look like a
start the
degenerate. I
car.
already look like one.
That's all right. They'll start moving you towards the drunk tank, and then
But they'll charge me with burglary and breaking and entering.
that's all right. They gotta scout the scene after they get you and write the report. We'll grab you and we'll go.
Then it might be then just pay the fine then, or
It's all right. It's all right. No, I can't really do that. All right, we can't really stick around.
I rush over to one of the windows and peek outside the blinds. And I say, you two get out of here. I'll take care of this.
And I'm like, wait, what's the plan here? What are you doing? What's going on?
So now flashlights are like coming up.
All right, we got to figure out something now.
And give me the bottle and get out of here.
All right, well, I'm out of here. I don't know what you guys are doing, but...
Beat it.
All right, I grab... You're cheesing it. I grab your arm and we all just like haul out the back.
I'm telling you, I can take care of this.
I'm just like, come on. We'll go.
They're probably... Yeah,
So
they're probably fat. They can't catch us anyway.
We'll run your plan. Like, do what you said. We'll do what you said. Fine. So we rush out the back, and the just as like the police have like unlocked the door. They didn't know about the side door. They open the door and they're flashing their lights around. They flick on the lights just as the door shuts behind us in the back. We rush around the side and hop in your car.
Yeah. And when they hear the click, they start running. So we hear chin, 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 chin. So you see the flashlights running inside the library, and we're running outside, and we're laughing as we're doing it. We're just cracking up.
And you jump in the driver's seat, and I jump in, and you jump. We're all back in the car, like go 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 go, and you're turning her over, and it's not starting.
It's not going. And I'm just like, what the fuck? All right, come on. If I needed you any more than I needed you now. Come on, please. And we see the flashlights coming back into the front door of where they came in. And it's like...
All right,
and
you peel away as fast as you can with this van again. And you take out like one of the pegs holding the sign for the library, and it just like collapses behind us as you peel across the lawn.
And we see these flashing lights pointing at us.
Yeah, and they're I'm like, oh my god, we need to pull off somewhere quiet and just kill the lights.
Yeah. All right. So then I take a drive and I wind through some suburban neighborhoods, and then.
We just like pull into somebody's driveway their house is dark.
Yep, their house is dark. It looks like they're not home, so we just turn off our lights and we just sit there for a while, and we just start cracking up.
That was so stupid. What? That was so stupid.
And then a police car starts coming by.
Yeah.
And we just all duck down low.
I knew one of them.
You knew one of them?
Yeah.
From school?
Yeah.
Who was it?
His name's Curtis.
Wait, who was he?
You don't know him. I don't. He was on my team.
Like on your team or on your team?
Well, both, I guess.
Okay.
I told you I could have taken care of it. Yeah, guys in uniform are sexy.
And you knew it was going to be him?
I didn't know it was going to be him, but apparently he's a cop now.
I mean, I mock like I'm going for the door, like, well, we could get this conversation started.
Oh, man. That was fun.
So the police sweep back through in the opposite direction and out of the neighborhood and turn back to where they were.
All right, we got to get to the cemetery.
All right, so that's scene?
Scene.
All right.
I feel like we're at the cemetery. Everybody's around. That's how I'm feeling. I don't know if that's right.
So it's the three of us.
And whoever else.
Is there... Yeah. So initially, this is our pact.
Yeah.
And it's like... And we've kind of tweaked it because it was her pact.
Right, it was her pact. With just us three?
Yeah, I think so. But it also, like... We've tweaked it to be, like... sort of memorial.
Memorial, yeah, I guess.
And... So we're there, like, in the cemetery.
Maybe that's it. We're surprised that other people are actually there.
Yeah, like, we roll up, and it's like there are a couple, like, maybe a dozen people around.
Yeah.
So, like, just before you kill the lights, like, they turn, we see some of them, it's like, it's Francie's parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
weird brother.
Weird brother.
One of your parents is there.
Yeah, definitely. People we went to high school with.
Yeah.
People. Yeah. Like, this guy Francie dated a little while when she was, like, on a break with you is there. Like Brain Dead Daryl, we called him.
Yeah.
And teased her nonstop about.
Yeah.
I can't get out, guys. Like, they've noticed that we're there, and they probably recognized you.
Yeah.
We come this far. We have to get out for Fancy.
Yeah.
I can't, I don't know, guys. I don't know if I can do it.
Yeah, well,
Well, you're a fucking coward if you can't. And I get out of the car.
I'm feeling it too, though. I don't know. This is tough. All right.
I go to join those people who are sort of weeping and grieving. Kyle is not the protagonist of this story. He's been able to come out to his friends. He's been able to put the shells that he brought on her grave, as the case may be, or where she died. And he goes to join the rest of the people who are mourning her.
I get out of the car and start making my way over to the grave.
I embrace my parent, as it's obvious that
Is your mom
I'm
or
sort
dad?
of a prodigal sort of return. I'm very welcomed by everyone around who haven't seen me in years.
Yeah.
And it seems very easy for me to fall back into who they think I am and allow them to just have that view of me. And for me to wrap myself in that so that I can appear to be amongst them and like them.
Yeah.
So I roll over with like a plastic bag full of numbers and a half drunk bottle of whiskey. My shirt jacket's torn.
Yeah.
My tie is gone.
You have the rip in the back of your suit pants.
Yeah, my like it's partially tucked, my shirt, and there's probably some dry vomit down the collar a little bit. Looking pretty rough, not clean shaven at all, like nice shadow. And as I step closer to the circle, to the group, they turn and it's icy. It's cold.
Yeah.
And there's some glowers, a couple like oh my, I can't believe this guy's fucking here. What is is that Robles? What the fuck is he doing here? And her mom is like holding her dad back, like he's clenching, like white knuckled fisting it, and she's holding onto his arm. Like he's not moving towards me, but he is in a tough way.
Yeah. And seeing you two guys walk up there already, I eventually get out of the car. I'm not sure if they knew that there was someone else in the car, people there, but I get out slowly because now all the emotions of the past are hitting me, especially when I see her parents. And keep my hands in my pockets. It's pretty cold, and I kick some stones on the ground, keep my head down, and just walk over there slowly, and taking some deep breaths. And Francie's father sees me. He starts to calm down a little bit, knowing that I guess we came together of some sort, for some reason, and they didn't know really. The fact that we came together, this old crew, we put our past behind us, we take it in. And it's pretty cold, and it's not much sound aside from the murmurs and the urs.
Soft crackling of the flames of the candles interacting with the moist air.
Yeah.
There's sort of a glow around the few and far between lamp lights that are sort of radiating like tiny moons throughout the cemetery. And with tears coming down Kyle's face, he goes to Chris and embraces him. And says, "Let it go, man."
And I say this, and I go to Francie's mother, and telling her it's good to see her, and that telling her I'm glad I'm here. And it's like, and she says, "Yes, I'm glad you are too."
So, emboldened by the embrace, which I return, I walk up and pull out a 6 from the bag of numbers and light it off of someone else's candle that's there, like on the grave, and I prop it up. And lean against the grave, and that's when her father comes up and pushes me away from the grave.
I deck him. And say, "Fuck you!"
It just...
And I pull you back, and I take both of your arms.
So her brother gets in on it and comes at you hard.
Yeah, my arms are pinned behind me right
And
now.
I'm pinned behind you. Then I turn his body away from the grave.
Yeah,
And
so
his brother,
her brother, yeah, like
just decks me in the back.
just hits your just punching
right-
you in the shoulder and arms.
Yeah, and then he hits me like with one of his knuckles right in the back of my ear, and it's like, what the fuck? And then I'm yelling, and then everybody else is murmuring and start
Yeah,
yelling
and
too.
like brain dead Daryl just like tackles me. Now it's like a full out brawl.
And rain starts.
Yeah, it's like pouring rain. There's mud everywhere.
Yeah.
And like her mom is like just bawling, screaming, "Stop, stop."
And then all these other girls are saying, "Stop, stop," and trying to get in this fight.
Some like get in there and are just like wailing on us.
And
And we're trading blows.
the far background, we hear the screech of tires and the smashing of metal and glass.
Which stops everything.
So yeah, like arms raised. Yeah. Just frozen.
Everything's in mid-pause and mid-movement.
And that scene.
I think that's cut.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any more scenes after that, man.
Well, we could.
We could do epilogues? I don't know.
Yeah. Let's go in what's in our heads in this like moment during the crash.
Okay.
I say, what the fuck are we doing? Everybody just stop.
I'm kind of like, I'm exhilarated and distracted and kind of thinking this is exactly what she would enjoy seeing this spectacle.
Right.
Like I'm almost laughing, like as I punch like brain dead Daryl,
Yeah.
and as like the woman who works at the pharmacy that Francie like part-timed at like is about to like kick me in the teeth.
And you start laughing.
Yeah.
And I start laughing. And I'm on top of you, and I just push you away and start laughing.
I take off running away.
Just like towards the crash, or like
I don't even know what direction I'm going in. I just get up and run away. I am not laughing.
I'm like, wait, where are you going?
West!
Well, I'm coming with you.
Well, come on then.
So I disentangle myself from the mess, and I'm like, let's take the car if we're gonna do this, right?
Yeah.
And slipping in the mud, run towards the van.
And your suit just becomes more torn up and haggard.
Like someone's
than
like
ever
basically
before.
pulls the sleeve of my shirt, like tears my shirt off as I run out. So I'm in like an undershirt and half a sleeve.
Yeah.
I swerve heading for the open sort of sliding door in the side, like I'm going to like jump in.
Yeah. So you all pile in.
And just peel out and
it's like,
spray
wait.
mud.
And everybody's back there. And they're all looking at us and staring at us.
Yeah.
And we're just going out
Yeah.
of the cemetery. And it's like, where the hell are we going?
And we
Really?
drive past the police car that had crashed into the cemetery like gates.
I see Curtis and he sees me, and
we
nothing else will be.
And we just say, where are we going? West.
West.
All right. Well, that was Ribbon Drive.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty wild.
It was definitely a good experience. I teared up a few times. I don't know why exactly, but there was definitely some emotions.
Yeah, for sure. I felt the same way.
Yeah, it was good.
It's pretty
It was
wild.
a great game.
Yeah. Very fun.
Yeah, great game.
Heavy. Very
You can
psychological,
make
yeah.
it as heavy as you want to, definitely.
Yeah.
That was a great track,
Yeah.
or just a great playlist, Brian. It really
thanks.
worked.
We'll return again with a new tale to spin, and we'll try to entertain you bored ghosts. To learn more about the players of our game and the engine in our story, visit boredghost.com. You can attempt to pierce the veil and contact us at boredghostworld on Twitter. Shout through the ether if you have desires we can fulfill. Leave reviews and comments on iTunes and your preferred listening portals. You should submit comments and subscribe or follow through iTunes or your favorite podcast app like Google Play is now hosting podcasts. I want to thank Pat Couples for providing the theme song and interlude music for our show. You can find out more of Pat's music on patcouples.tumblr.com, and you can find his band on hotelsandhighways.com. If you are not alone in the void, share our stories. The more they are consumed, the truer they become. So share our tales with more people. The more people who know about it, the more interest we'll have in making more of these stories. Let us know what you think. It's a little experimentation in this one. But yeah, we'd love to hear what you all think.
If living is a highway, then heaven is a bus stop. Been waiting for a minute there, or has it been forever? 'Cause dying don't agree with me, no. 'Cause dying don't agree with me.